My name's Nicole, and I have a son, Nicholas, who rides the bus from home to Mariemont every day, and Carrie is our morning bus driver. We have two other kids, two older kids also, so it's a lot of hustle and bustle in the morning, except Nick is not much about hustling. He usually takes a lot of poking and prodding to get going in the morning. There are some mornings where he won't even get out of bed or want to get dressed, and it's always such a motivator to tell him that Miss Carrie's going to be waiting for him outside and we got to hurry because we can't make her late. And so then he goes, Miss Carrie, we gotta go. He's such a good judge of character, and he adores her so much that I just know she's a great person and she's keeping him safe, and on top of that, he's happy too. It's such a big deal as a parent to know that there's somebody out there that cares about your kid and cares about keeping them safe as much as you do.
I am a school bus driver for the San Juan Unified School District, and I've been driving for the district for a little over 7 years. I drive special education students with special needs, and I transport them to and from home and school on a day-to-day basis. I currently drive for 3 schools, Laurel, Ruff, Mariemont, and Del Paso Manor. To me, it's important to make them feel comfortable and safe on the bus because they're leaving their home, going somewhere. A lot of the times, especially in the beginning of the school year when you have your new little preschoolers and stuff like that, you know, it's a transition, and it's even a transition for my adult students. You know, you don't know what they're going through on a day-to-day basis or the night before or the morning of, and I like to be that person that when they get on my bus, you know, give them that friendly hello, make them feel comfortable, maybe talk to them about their day, and even if they're not having a good day. I was really taken by surprise about this award. I had no idea that such an award exists, and I actually had to look it up, Google it, because I had no idea. It wasn't until the other day that I found out who it was that nominated me, and her words to me made me very emotional, and it really hit here. I'm very honored to be accepting this award, and I don't know, it just makes me feel that what I'm doing, I can do even better, and I feel appreciated, which is huge.
Yes. Can you tell me about why you nominated Mr. Costa?
Absolutely. I nominated Mr. Costa because my son has been faced with many challenges with his learning disabilities, and Mr. Costa came on board as case manager this year, and he has done a phenomenal job with my son. My son has regularly fought thoughts of dropping out of high school because of his struggles. And Mr. Costa has managed to keep my son engaged in the learning process, and he has encouraged my son with his strengths and his abilities. I am a single mom and rely a lot on community in my life, and I consider Mr. Costa some of that as a part of my community to help my son with his learning disabilities. And I personally have a strong belief teachers like Mr. Costa deserve golden crowns all over the place, and in my eyes, he's a hero for my son as a teacher, and the reason that my son has continued to try every day to put his foot forward to stay in school despite his challenges, and I'm so thrilled Mr. Costa got this award, and he is more than deserving, and I'm happy to see that, and congratulations, Mr. Costa. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Mr. Costa, can you tell me how long have you worked in the San Juan School District and a little about what you do?
Sure. So I've been in the San Juan School District now, back in the San Juan School District now for 2 years. I'm a case manager and a teacher here at Mesa Verde High School, and I coach golf at Mesa, and I also coach football at Del Campo.
What drives your passion to work with the students you do every day?
I want to give my students a really good learning experience. I want them to be able to have the best high school experience possible, whether that's them having fun playing sports or learning something great in my history class or my English class. That's really what drives me to show up every day to work. I'm the luckiest kid on the planet. I get to come to work every day and I love my job. So the greatest thing about my job is I get to come to work every day and get to get kids motivated to learn and be excited about what they're learning about. Most importantly, being able to take a student from somebody who maybe doesn't read so well or doesn't comprehend so well and get them to not just read and comprehend what they're reading better, but being able to enjoy the stuff that we're learning and being able to just make a connection with my students and have them care about their education and getting better every day. I talk about it with my kids all the time, just let's get 1% better, and that's our goal every day. And I really just, like I said, I'm the luckiest kid on the planet. I get to come to school and I get to work with kids every day, and I love my job. So, thank you.
I'm Kelly Kyoto, and I'm from Will Rogers, the Special Education Department, and I nominated Charity Acosta as a You Light the Way. I've only worked with Charity for about 6 months since the start of the year, and I don't want to teach without her. She is an amazing deaf IA, and I watch her work with our DHH, deaf and hard of hearing students, in an amazing way. And I couldn't run my class without her, and she has taught me so much about the DHH community and help enlighten and inform all of our students, hearing and non-hearing students here at Will Rogers. So within my classroom, Charity has helped in numerous ways. I have reformed my class to help our DHH students with her guidance, and because of that, the students have grown immensely in the short amount of time that we have worked together. And so with her guidance, I have added visuals to my classroom. And I'm even growing in my sign language in ways to help communicate with them, which allows the students to teach me sign with her help as well. And she's also someone that runs our ASL club, which is with hearing and DHH students. So they're learning about the community as well, which is amazing because you can see the two students that are so different in so many ways, but yet finding ways to communicate with each other. And that goes from having a great teacher and leader within those clubs as well.
When I first met those students, I realized that they were so brilliant. They were wonderful students. I connected with all of the deaf and hard of hearing students, and they deserve the best. They deserve everything in life. I just want to make sure that they get the best of the best, whether it be through books, American Sign Language, reading and writing. I'm really excited to come to work every day and see the kids and the students' passion to learn and their passion and to be involved with other students here at Will Rogers. It really warms my heart, and then I see that they learn something and it's a victory. That really drives me to work with them. They're really amazing kids.
Emily Grant's commitment to equity is second to none here at Cameron Ranch, and she sets the bar way up here for the rest of the staff, and not only that, she helps us get to that bar.
So Emily Graham and I have been partner teachers for the last 14 years. So I have known her. She helped actually kind of mentor me. My first, she had been here 2 years prior to me coming to Cameron Ranch. So she got to help me kind of establish routines and things in the classroom. I feel blessed to have worked with her for all these years. She is amazing with the kids. She is fun. She is great at her job, and it's no surprise that she's receiving this award. And so Emily here on campus is a huge supporter and advocate for our students, and she is always working to see what we can do better and how we can change our school environment to make it very inclusive for our students as well as all the other students here on campus. She has participated in lots of different activities. She does the junk club here at Cameron Ranch. She's been part of the Belong campaign with us here at Cameron Ranch to help support inclusive learning and inclusive practices on our campus. She's been part of, I think, every committee that we have here to make sure that our kids are seen and included in everything that we have going on here at Cameron Ranch. And all of her students and families and all of the staff that work with her are very grateful for that advocacy and passion that she shares for her students every day.
What are your favorite inclusion programs you have created here at Cameron Ranch?
Oh, that's a good question. At Cameron Ranch, we have a long history of having kids with disabilities on our campus. They started at our school with a program in 1993, and I was actually a student at the time at this school. So I grew up with kids with disabilities in my classrooms. And one thing that we try really hard to do is to find a way to include every kid in a way that they want to be included, so that they find enjoyable. We have school clubs at our school. Every kid gets to pick what club they're in, and they get divided up, and once a month they spend an hour in their club. I go with 3 of my students to the board games club, and my students really love to play checkers, and they play checkers by taking all the pieces off the board and putting all the pieces on the board, and then they say, "I win," which is awesome. And then I also have a student who is the master of the games by using his switches to tell people when it's their turn. So we make sure that everybody's participating as much as they can. Inclusion doesn't always look like the stereotypical inclusion. I think sometimes when we talk about inclusion, the picture we get is of every kid doing the same thing in a gen ed class and everyone looking like their peers. I think inclusion really is about creating environments where everyone can be successful in their own way and where they feel welcomed and where they want to be. And I think that a truly inclusive world allows learners to learn the way they want to learn or they need to learn, and where their peers are proud of them and their successes for who they are and honor who they are as people without trying to make them seem like they're the same as everybody else.
Jennifer, it is such an honor to represent and honor you tonight on behalf of Cameron Ranch. You are truly amazing and you illuminate so many things for us around campus. From the very beginning, when I first met you 5 years ago, when my journey at Cameron Ranch began, you have been one of my go-to, think outside the box, let's create an environment for students that is beyond anything that we can imagine. And we are crafting that together in partnership. the library learning lab that you have partnered with in creating, and your staff development around each month's theme, the excitement in the library when the children are interacting with the hands-on materials, our connection to the labs and our field trips with our career day, just everything from our talent shows. You are a bright light, and I continue to look forward to partnering with you in the years to come. And I also want to just give a shout out to your amazing work on our school site council and what you do for the district with our LCAP and our CAC groups, because you are a voice for all people and all educators, and you ask amazing questions. You want us to always be mindful of the impact of our actions, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for everything that you do, and you truly do light the way.
Please share about some of the inclusive programs you have created at Cameron Ranch.
So the first one I'm most proud about is the field trip program. So over the years, our family's been here for 7 years now, and I observed that whether or not a student had a field trip kind of just determined on what teacher they got, but that also changes year after year. Sometimes the teachers switch grades, sometimes they go to different schools, so it was hard to have kids like guaranteed like a field trip experience. And so being on the school site council and being able to see how funds were spent and where we could spend them differently, I created the idea that we kind of make a school-wide field trip program, so that way every student, regardless of what teacher they have, will definitely have multiple field trips through the whole year. So every student from kindergarten through 5th grade gets 3 field trips, and then also our TK class and our 2 ILS classes get 2 field trips. So regardless, if you come to Cameron Ranch, you are definitely going to have multiple field trip experiences, and they're not just for fun. They're all engaging and academic, and we tie them to jobs out in the community, and it's a way to help both the students and the families see all the amazing resources we have in this region to extend your learning outside of school. And then the second program that I helped create was a learning lab that we installed in the library. So I have a consistent year-round lab that is about literacy, and there's one for geography, and then I have another one that changes themes every month, and they're all really high-end hands-on materials. So like last month for February, we had anatomy, and so we had models with all the organs, so the kids got to know the organs inside the body. This month it's physics, so I have all the simple machines out there so they can learn just kind of the basic foundations of some of the simple machines in the world of physics. So it's a way to demonstrate universal design learning concepts, and all of these materials are available for every single student, regardless of grade, regardless if they're an EL learner or if they have an IEP or they're in the special ed program.
What helps you drive to work so hard to build such an inclusive environment?
I think a lot of people are really good at saying the right things. It's different than actually seeing it in person. And I care less about people using the right words, and I care more about them doing the right things. And a huge guiding principle for me is just set that example of what that should look like. So all the world's problems, I feel like, are not going to get solved until we make sure that we improve education, because then that whole next generation of humans will have a better foundation to go out and help us solve all these problems.
So I'm Margaret Turzich, and I'm the principal at Mission Avenue Open Elementary School, and I am so fortunate to work alongside Paulette Bickle. She's our resource teacher here at Mission. She's in her 2nd year. She's been instrumental in working collaboratively with our teachers to adapt curriculum, make sure that students have what they need, that the plans are individualized, where they need to be modified. She supports the teachers in that work. she's a case manager, which is very demanding. She has a full caseload, and throughout the year we've had some kids come in mid-year, so slowly but surely her list grew, and she is a passionate teacher dedicated to helping the kids become their very best and achieve their greatness. Paulette has also been amazing for our campus with our kids in that she has really committed to, she's a full heart of compassion, and she shows up for work every day doing above and beyond, and she's just more than willing to do whatever these kids need to help them achieve. And I've just seen her dedication, her hard work, and it's been hard work, but she has not wavered, and she really does shine, and she really earned this reward, this acknowledgement, because she's really made a difference for our kids.
It is my honor to tell you what I do for the mission community. I was really blessed to be placed at the school about 2 years ago, and I am fortunate enough to work with K through 6th graders. I have roughly 28 students, and they all have differing disabilities, stretching from autism all the way to ADHD to ADD, as well as some reading disabilities. To try and make sure the 29 students have individualized learning is it's a hard job, but I love doing it. Especially, I can just give you an example. I had a group today, and I just realized it was a group of 4. It was, they were younger, and I just realized, oh my golly, one of them really needs to be on his own. And so it's like just finding those spots where I can help them one-on-one, but also group learning is kind of our main focus. It's hard for me to accept this award. First of all, I'm very grateful for it, but I know that there's a lot of teachers out there that do the same thing day in and day out. But I want to say that it is my life calling to work with these types of kids, and just to try and make this world a better place, especially in today's age. It's mind-boggling what goes on, and if you can be that light, if you are a light, to just spread the light. That's my main game plan. The same with my students. It's like, we practice kindness every day. It's like, make your life meaningful and try and be kind to others.
I'm Beth Holcomb. I'm the principal here at Carriage, and I recognize here at Carriage we have such a great team of people that I absolutely needed to nominate them for the You Light the Way Award. Was thinking about this award, I was thinking about, I started with one individual, and then it went, oh, but then there's this person, oh, and she props her up by, and it just kept going. I was thinking about the quote by Norman Vincent Peale from The Power of Positive Thinking, which is kind of an old book, that no situation is so dark that there's not a ray of light. And when I was thinking of that quote, I thought, well, we have so many rays of light on our staff that I wanted to recognize all of our team. Thinking about this award, I saw it as a real collective effort. They lift each other up in the darkest of moments. We all have absolute trust in one another as a team. I know that from my principal hat is that I know for sure that they will do what they need to do. They will do the right thing. I don't question their motives. I don't ever question their methods. I've seen time and time again that they make very solid decisions that are always in the best interest of the students. And I can't say that just how comforting that is from an administrator perspective, that I don't have any question about my team. And every single member of the team is integral. There's nobody I could leave out, and I just appreciate them all so much.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Bartels. I'm the speech therapist here at Carriage Elementary, and this is my first year here at this great site.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Nelson, and I'm the school psychologist. I've been the school psychologist for 6 years now at Carriage, and we do a lot together, and our jobs are pretty unique, right?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, I was really driven to the field of speech and language pathology to work with great people like Liz, but also I get to work closely with the parents because communication impacts not just kids in their classroom, but also at home. So it's great to have that clear communication with them as well.
Yeah, and as a school psychologist, I definitely love representing special education, and I also like working with general education teachers and our general education staff to develop systems so that we're supporting all of our students across the board in all different environments.
Hi, I'm Miss Sarah here at Carriage Elementary, and we are the SDC crew. I am the K through 2nd teacher, and Miss Alicia
is the 3 through 5 teacher.
And Miss Carolyn is one of our fabulous aides out of 6 other aides that we have here helping us out with our kiddos.
We're very honored to receiving this award. Some of the things that Sarah and I do to continue building our community in here is we really focus on having our classroom join with the entire campus, including lunch, recess. We have been working on getting peer helpers into the classroom, as well as teaching our students the specifics that happen within our classrooms. It's great that we have such a family here, and our team is very supportive both within the special ed department and within our general education teachers.
It's so rewarding to come to school every day to see the growth that the students make. A lot of times those skills might be small skills that they've learned, but it's taken a long time for them to get to the point that they are. So when we see them make change and grow, it's so exciting and it warms our hearts greatly.
We all work together day in and day out. We collaborate when we need to talk about student supports throughout the day. So Shauna and Annie and Lanisa are within the classroom settings helping our students who need more support. Those are our inclusion students. And so they help with visuals and helping them navigate the classroom as far as social interactions, navigating some difficult behaviors and showing them how to be a participant in the classroom setting.
One of the main reasons I love working at Carriage so much is my fellow unsung heroes standing next to my side. We all work so well together. We are considered the inclusion instructional assistants who push in the gen ed classrooms with students that might need some extra help, but we're also here to back each other up. We meet, we know each other's students. We tell each other what's working and what's not working and really work as a team.
I like how that we collaborate with each other and find out new strategies and brainstorming on how we can get that student to participate in art or music or PE, things that they may be struggling with, and really see them blossom and shine. Their dedication and heart and love for these kids shine. They have great relationships. Shauna is awesome. She's goofy in the hallways and giving high fives to our kiddos, and they just love her little candy bag too for doing good things. Miss Foster is always just providing a loving and nurturing way about her and helping those students that may be having a hard day. And Annie is our helper. She is like going from classroom to classroom and answering those calls for people that need extra support in helping our children get through the day. And so I just love that we can all come together and support one another and helping our students be the best they can be.
Team Awesome!